In mid-August, my dog Lucy and I hit French Meadows Reservoir looking for some late summer trout.
Here we are. I'm out of French Meadows Reservoir. I'm in my Hobie Pro Angler 14. I haven't been here in several months. It's mid-August. Not the best time for trout fishing, but I'm working the upper end of the lake here. Got a rod on the downrigger, working at 15 feet with an XL spoon. Just getting started here, so we'll see what the morning holds. I'm going to fish here until it's about 8 o'clock now. I'm going to fish until 11 o'clock or so. So we'll see if we can pick up some trout. There should be some rainbows in this inlet, and there's always some nice browns to be had in this lake. So we'll see what happens. I'm pedaling along here at 2 miles an hour, and I'll get back to you real soon. Okay, I'm back. I got a fish on here. I'm going to pop it out of the clip. He didn't release himself. I got some nice marks on the screen too, so let's see what we got. Probably a rainbow. As is usually the case, I'm going to turn on the fish and get the action out in front of me. Definitely a trout on there. And you know what? I'm going to flip this camera out here. Oh, nice fish. Putting up a fight. Of course, I got my drag set real loose. Oh, nice. Nice brown. Wow. Beautiful brown trout. Ooh. Beautiful brown. Look at that beautiful brown trout. He's not huge. He's a beaut though. We're going to let him go. Put up a great fight. I just love these little guys. Brown trout. Woo! There he goes. That was a nice fish. Let me sort out my gear and we'll do that again. That's a good way to start the morning. I've caught a lot of trout right there off the bank. I was just kind of working around a submerged point and boom, fish on. So, anywho, let me get my gear back in order here. Okay, got my spoon back in the water. And I'm kind of heading back for the same area. I'm going to make that same loop again. I was really trying for rainbows. I didn't think this was the best time of the year to catch browns, and frankly, I'm kind of surprised to have picked that one up on that orange XL, but hey, I'll take it. We'll go from there. Maybe I'm establishing a pattern. Maybe I won't get another hit in that spoon, but let's inch back up along this point here and see what happens. Now, as I mentioned, I'm up here at French Meadows Reservoir. We're up at about 4,800 to 5,000 feet, I think. We're up in the high Sierras, a little bit west of Tahoe. Now, guys who have read a lot of my stuff know that most of the time when I'm trout trolling down in foothill reservoirs, I'm running with something in a bait fish color, like this Captain America humdinger. It's a great shad and pond smelt imitation. And that's what I roll with because that's what they eat. These high Sierra lakes are a little bit different. I started out with a bright orange spoon this morning. I've got an orange XL on, real similar to an orange humdinger that you see here. Why would I go with the bright lure when most of the time when I'm at foothill lakes, I go with the more natural bait fish colored stuff? That's because these high Sierra lakes, they're what I call bug lakes. The fish here feed mostly on bugs and crawfish. So I like to give them something that's gonna really spark their curiosity, something that's gonna really catch their eye. And bright orange has proven to be a very consistent color on high Sierra lakes. Brass and orange is great, red is great. So just those bright colors have just proven to be very effective for me. The old orange rainbow runner, I mean, that used to be money in the high Sierras. So I tend to start out with the bright colored stuff when I'm up here at a lake where I know the predominant forage is insects. But there is no hard and fast rule. That's how I start out, and it paid off today. I had a fish within 5 minutes. And I see my rod bobbing here. I might have another one on right now. But anyhow, I go with orange. I go with bright stuff in the high Sierras. That's how I start, and then I start experimenting from there. I like to start out trolling 2 to 3 miles an hour, covering ground, and if I need to slow down, I will. So anyhow, that's it. Bright colored lures in the high Sierras, paying off this morning. Well, that's a bummer. I got that one fish early. I haven't had any other bites. I took the dog for a swim. I came back out into the channel. I dropped down deeper and switched it up. I put on a copper speedy shiner, had an instant hookup, popped it off the clip. I just got the rod out of the holder and the fish came off. So that's fishing, but on days like this where the bites are kind of few and far between, that is frustrating. But we'll see if we can pick up another one. Maybe I'm onto a bit of a pattern. Maybe it was just totally random. But we shall see. I'll stay on this channel and see what happens. Okay, fish on. Fish on. I don't know what it is. I'm working that channel again and fish on. So I'm gonna turn here. I'm gonna bring the camera out. Like so. Looks like a little rainbow on the speedy shiner. So there he is, a little Polana rainbow. Couldn't lay off that speedy shiner. Feisty little fish. We'll put him back in the lake. Unfortunately, I have to call it a day. I got to get back to the office and do some writing. It's about 11 o'clock. Let's talk a little bit more about lure color. This is that copper speedy shiner that I caught the second fish on at that Polana rainbow. I started out with that orange XL. When that didn't produce anymore, I thought a metallic color might do the trick, but I didn't go to chrome. Down in the foothills where there's a lot of bait fish, a lot of shad, a lot of pond smelt, my go-to would have been a chrome and blue spoon. Up in the high Sierras, I like the metallic colors, but my go-tos are copper and brass. They just seem to work better for me up here. Not that I haven't caught fish on chrome lures. I've caught a ton of trout up here on chrome and blue Castmasters, but the gold and the copper just work better for me. I don't know why that is. That might just be me. Your mileage may vary, but that's my strategy. Start out bright, go fast, continue going fast, explore the metallic colors, maybe a frog pattern, something like that, the more subtle stuff. Then and only then do I start slowing down. Now today, if I really wanted to get a limit of trout out here, I have no doubt I could do it. I would put on flashers, probably the rooster tail rooster trolls or some of those mylar flashers from Max Lure. I would put a worm behind it. I'd slow my speed down to 1 to 1.5. There's a lot of trout here. I'm marking them on the sonar unit. I think if I slowed down, showed them a worm, gave them a chance to taste it, I would have no problem catching, 5, 10, 15 trout today. But that is not in the cards. I got to get back. The computer is calling me. I got to load this kayak back up, dry off Lucy, and hit the road. But anyhow, catch me next time. It's been a great day up here on French Meadows Reservoir in the high Sierras. Nice to get out of the house, out of the office for a while, up above the smoke we've been plagued with lately, and catch a few trout. And that brown I started off the morning with, that was just a bonus. I did not expect that. I expected some rainbows. So all in all, what a great day. I'll be up here deer hunting in probably 6-8 weeks, and I'll be back to do some more fishing in October when things really heat up. So anywho, I'm signing off. Catch you next time. This is Kel Kellogg from the Fish Sniffer magazine. Thanks for watching.
Fishing the West with Kel Kellogg is brought to you by Penn Fishing Tackle, Abu Garcia Big Game Reels, Cousins Tackle, Premium American Fishing Rods, and the Fish Sniffer, the premier source for West Coast fishing information since 1982.